Hey, the streamers aren't moving at all, so at the kickoff level, at the kickball level, it looks like there's no dead wind.
At first, I couldn't even see the streamers, and I thought they'd saved $1.39 by not buying the material.
Here's Reed's kickoff. Willie Ponder under it. Steps up and takes it at the 9. For the Giants up to the 15. Left at the 20, 25. Still on his feet. 30. Open field to the 45-50. 45-40. And nipping at his heels is Troy Polamalu. He's going to be run out of bounds. No. He's going to go all the way for the Giants touchdown. Willie Ponder, 91 yards. Started to his left. Cut it to the middle. Then appeared to be hemmed in near sideline 35. Diving at his heels was Polamalu, missed him, and he walked up the sideline for the touchdown.
81 yards, and he sure didn't ponder it when he went up through that big hole up the middle. And then as you called it, Polamalu missed him, nipped at his tackles with a flying dive, and then Willie Parker, fast as can be, down around the 20, Billy, he took a shot at him. Took a flying dive, but he only nipped him. So that Ponder, he was flying. He beat two real fast guys.
Craig Wolfley, who got hollered at on the sideline to allow that kickoff return.
Well, I'd have to say there were 11 suspects, Billy, but they were all scattering and moving about rather quickly when they hit the sidelines.
So nobody shouldered the blame.
Nobody's stepping up as of yet.
31. Max Starks at right tackle, the rookie from Florida. Ben with a sidecar to his left. Reverse motion back to the left by the Steelers receiver. Back is Ben. Scampers out of the pocket. Trying to turn the corner. He will. And he looks and he fires on the run. And it's intercepted at the 7-yard line. The Giants have the football. Frank Walker stepped in front of the intended receiver. And the Giants play takeaway.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The Roethlisberger on the run tries to get it to Lee Mays. And the guy stepped smack in front of him. Yeah. Roethlisberger went to the right to the outside scrambling when Max Starks, the rookie, just managed to wheel his pass rusher outside of Ben, behind him. So Ben says, well, I'll go over there and see what's happening. What's happening was a blue shirt.
1-yard punt by Fiegels down at the Pittsburgh 45. Big Ben sets him up in an eye. Receivers to both sides. Ben with a long count. He's going to throw it on first down. Throws the out pattern right side. A great grab by Hines Ward. That thumbs down grab at the 45-yard line of the Giants, and it's enough for the first down, it would appear.
Only a 4-man rush, but Ben only took a couple of seconds, and bingo.
Slot right. 2nd and 12 at the 47. High formation behind Ben Roethlisberger. Giants with a blitz. Play action fake. Steelers pick up the blitz. Long pattern down the field, and it is caught inside the 15-yard line by Antwaan Randle. He had Terry Cousin, the free safety, beat on the out pattern to the right, and the Steelers are now entering the Hines red zone. 3rd down and 7. He's in the shotgun at the Giants' 10-yard line. And the Giants seem to be off. Oh, they go with the shovel pass. They're on Haynes into the end zone. Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. They went to the shovel pass. Crashing in from his defensive left end position, Lance Legree thought he was going to interrupt that play. He had no chance because they shoveled it right by him, and Haynes took off behind right tackle.
And his eyes saw it was just a tiny little shovel, and when Haynes got the football, his eyes must have popped out of his cranium because there was so much running room. He could have carried the Mendelssohn choir through there.
7-all, and guys, unless my eyes deceive me, that was Antwaan Randle that just shoveled that ahead to Veron Haynes. Big Ben handed off to him, and Una Moore, the Giants defensive end, was right in his face, and then bam, he fired it out there so quick you couldn't hardly tell, and it was just like, hey, get rid of it as a hot potato. Veron goes in, 7-7, guys.
Thank you, Wolfman. You're a lot closer to the action than we are. We're in the crow's nest here at Giant Stadium. Giants knocking on the doors. 2nd and goal at the Pittsburgh 2. Wing back left, motions right. Play action fake. Manning throws for the end zone. And there's a diving catch in the end zone. And that's a touchdown for New York. Jeremy Shockey, a diving catch. And that'll be his 6th touchdown reception of the year.
Well, my God, was that Russell Stuvance who he beat to the corner, heading toward the corner, and Eli Manning threw the perfect pass leading him.
Well, Shockey was acted like he was blocking on the outside linebacker, Joey Porter, and then he took 2 steps and went out toward the counter route. And Hey, Wolf, did Hines Ward come back?
Yeah, Hines Ward came back out on the field, guys. I'm not sure. We'll watch him, see if he's got a little hitch in his get-along.
Steelers go one back, slot left, and that one back is Jerome Bettis. The 12th-year man from Notre Dame. Slot motion. Randle L left to right to balance the formation. Big Ben's going to throw it on first down. He's back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He gets heat. There's a guy open down the field, and it's caught by Randle L. 35-30 down to the New York 25-yard line. What a play by Big Ben, because he had pressure, and he still launched it when he saw Randle L so wide open.
He had so much pressure as he was scrambling to his right that I truly thought when he let that heave go that he was throwing it away, that he was throwing it out of bounds. And all of a sudden I see it's well in bounds. He saw Randle L, obviously, and made a made an ace of a play.
More time. 33-yard field goal attempt for Jeff Reed. The kick is on its way. That kick is up, and that 33-yarder is good. Ben now 18 of 23 on the year, and the Steelers at least score on this drive, but they still trail by 4 here at Giant Stadium.
Moving again nicely.
Eli operating very well out of the pocket. Once for a pass, once for a run. Stretch play to the left, and the bus off left tackle turns it outside, up over the 20, gets to about the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gallop by the bus. Nick Bryson ended the play for New York.
Oh, you betcha. And Hines Ward says, right this way, bus. And Hines knocks a guy outside there, so the bus cuts right inside the block and makes appreciative yardage.
2 tight ends. Stacked twins to the left. Now they motion out of that with Ward going right. Play action fake. Ben to throw it. Steps up. He fires. A pass caught by Hines Ward. First down to the 45. Tackled near midfield at about the 48-yard line. Will Allen, beaten on the play, had to tackle him. Otherwise, if Hines can get away, he's up that left sideline.
Oh, boy, 25, 27-yard gain, something like that. And if Tim Lewis, indeed, Tunch said, we just got to worry about, or we're concentrate on the bus, take our chances with a kid quarterback. He also may be thinking that Blink still ain't playing to stretch the field for him, so why not?
That's sack.
Loss of 8, third down, 13. Pittsburgh at the 35 of the Giants. Ben in the shotgun. Pinching motion from the right by Hines Ward. Ben is back. Floats it down the field. It is caught by Randle L. And it's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. Antwaan Randle outrunning the secondary. Got around Curry Burns, a nickel back, and he was gone. 35 yards. Pittsburgh goes up top.
Oh, wonderful. L emerging as a big figure in this football game, that's for sure. And after Burns loses him, Terry Cousin, the cornerback, comes back here to help, but he's way too late. School let out as Randle L goes in for the big 6.
And the Steelers convert a third down opportunity into a touchdown. They're now 4 for 7 in that department, and Big Ben finds the range on Antwaan Randle L, who's now caught a pass, a touchdown pass, and thrown a touchdown pass in this game. The ball is down on the point after try by Jeff Reed. That kick is up and good. With a score, 17-14 Pittsburgh. This is the Pittsburgh Steelers Football Network.
Fullback Dan Kreider.
Second down, a long 5. Pittsburgh goes 1 back. Kreider now motions into the backfield from a wing back spot. And a delayed handoff, and the bus finds a crease, and he got to about 35, 40, 45. He's down at midfield. The bus on a 23-yard jaunt before Peterson and Cousin, deep in the secondary, make the stop at midfield.
Oh, yeah, he gets into daylight, the bus does, and then he runs by a guy named Kevin Lewis, who happens to be a linebacker, and Kevin takes chase, but the bus is out running Kevin, like Kevin's running through a swamp, and the ball is smack at the 50.
Now the bus is in the garage, and Haynes is the lone setback. Third-year man out of Georgia. Kreider motions from his wingback right. Now they go slip screen right. Oh, cushion for Hines, and he just takes on the defender and plows for a first down to the 32-yard line of the New York Giants. That's a 10-yard gain. Kreider crabs into the backfield. Play action fake. Ben's going to throw it. Near sideline. Wide open pass caught. Hines Ward, a spectacular catch, and he does the cartwheel out of bounds at the 12-yard line of the Giants. 20-yard gain.
Hines is big in this game, is he not? And Wolf reported to us a while ago that Hines was hurting, but he's sure answering a bell.
From the right hash mark, a 22-yard field goal attempt for Jeff Reed. He's 3 for 4 in this range on the year. 18 for 23 overall. The ball is down. The kick by Reed is on its way. That kick is up, and that kick is good, and the Steelers extend their lead to 6 points by virtue of a 22-yard field goal. This will not be a field goal attempt. They're going to throw the Hail Mary. 42-yard line of Pittsburgh. Here's the snap. Eli in the gun is back. He's going to run up. He's going to launch the Hail Mary. It goes down to the right corner of the end zone and is knocked down by Troy Polamalu in the end zone on the final play of the first half. The Steelers have a 6-point lead as we head toward intermission. Wow.
101.8. Yoy.
Steelers in that first half, 4 for 9 on third down, but they have a 3rd and 13 right here with Ben in the shotgun. Randle motions right and settles. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Ben now looks, waits, pumps. Now he comes back to the right. Evades a rusher. They close on him. He throws the ball intercepted at the 38-yard line. Brent Alexander stayed in the passing lane and Ben threw it right to him. Look out, here come the Giants.
Oh, my. First, Ben was on the far side of field running to his left. He pumped as though he's going to throw 40 yards downfield. Changed his mind. Came over here to the north side, the near side, run about 20 yards lateral, and then throw an interception. That'll lower that rating fast.
That's a good trade-off. Let the linebacker make the play.
2nd down and goal from the 4. One back look. Manning under center. Play action fake. He's going to throw it for the 5-yard line. It's caught there. Down to the 2 is Shockey, and he's going to be knocked around at about the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal at that point.
Oh, boy, Willie Williams hanging on to him so we don't get into the end zone. But Shockey's a big load for Willie Williams.
Shockey lost his helmet. Now there's pushing and shoving and general milling, but no markers down. It's 3rd and goal at the Pittsburgh 1.
Well, Ferrier comes in there and lights him up. So does Larry Foote. Then there's a lot of jawing going on at the end of that. It looks like a little extracurricular activity. They do a nice job, the Giants do, picking up the blitz as Troy comes from that side.
Shockey is a wing back right, and now the Giants call a timeout.
Smart player, and now the drive is at the Steelers 1.
3rd down and goal. Shockey is one of 2 tight ends. The give to Barber. He's banged at the 3-yard line by James Ferrier. I mean, he is crushed.
Wow. You know what makes that play is Finn. Jim Finn, the fullbacks, try to block on James Ferrier. James Ferrier drills Finn, and Finn goes right back into Tiki Barber. It was unbelievable. That was actually friendly fire to Tiki Barber. It was a big butt by Jim Finn.
So the Steelers up 6. We'll watch the field goal unit operate. Steve Christie comes on to try a 22-yarder from the right hash mark. Fiegel's holding, Keel snapping. The kick is up by Christie. That kick is good. And the Giants cut the Steelers' lead in half. In the shotgun. Motions Randle all the way through to the right. He sets up, steps up, looks, dumps it over the middle. The pass is caught. 1st down at the 43 by Antwaan Randle, the motion man. Terry Cousin made the stop. Go I formation. Give it to the bus. He finds a crack, and he's got it. Up over the 50 and close to a 1st down to the 47-yard line of those New York Giants. Nick Grayson made the stop. It's real close to the 1st down marker. As a matter of fact, I think with that spot, I think he has it.
Boy, did you see Jeff Harding's the center on the left side of his line come off that ball that time? They mowed them like they were a lawn.
From the Giants 47 after the bus 10-yard pickup. 1st and 10. Offset eye to the left. Everything in tight except the receiver that way. Kreider crabs right, the give to the right, and the bus has room. Spins away from a tackler. He grinds to the 40. Down to a 1st down at the 36-yard line. Terry Cousin made the stop. That's an 11-yard gain for the bus and 2 consecutive 1st down runs.
Kevin Lewis, Giants linebacker, just got the best taste of the year of what it's like to get run over by a bus. The bus killed him going through that line.
You know, the other thing is, fellas, that when you get that 8th guy in the box, when Brent Alexander, strong safety's in the box, you get past the defensive line, then there's nobody back there until you get to the free safety. So you're going to get some extra yardage that way.
The bus is parked. Veron Haynes gets a fake. No, he got the call. Down to the 30. 1st down to the 25. Tackled inside the 20 and down to about the 18-yard line. Terry Cousin again ducking and making the tackle, and the Steelers are running the football downhill. The Steelers entering the Hines Red Zone. Stop by your local Giant Eagle this week for special savings on Hines Red Zone products.
Veron Hines run to his left, and I'm not even sure he was supposed to run there, but he said, that's too big. There's nobody there. I got to run there.
Well, one of the things on the Steelers straight plays, Myron, they've got the option between tackle to tackle, so you could cut it all the way back, and that's what Veron did.
18-yard run, 1st and 10 at the 18. Counter fake. Back is Ben, throwing near sideline, and the pass is broken up at the 5-yard line, intended for Hines Ward, but the ball kind of hung, and that gave Will Allen a chance to get a broken-up pass. He's got 16 of those coming into this game.
The way I saw it through my binocs, that should have been an interception.
He should have had. He had it.
Right,
he actually had it.
Jeff Reed will be trying a 36-yard field goal with Chris Gardocki holding, Mike Schneck snapping. Here's the snap. The ball is down. The kick by Reed is on its way. That kick is long enough, high enough, good. And Jeff Reed, with his 3rd field goal of the afternoon, gets the Steelers back into a 6-point edge. Broken eye right. Giants down 6. 2nd and 22 from their 15. Eli, the rookie, is back. He looks. He's going to throw it all the way down the field. The pass will be caught at the Pittsburgh 40 and down at the 35. And that was David Tyree, the second-year speedster out of Syracuse. Had a step on Deshae Townsend. Look out, here come the Giants again.
And Deshae Townsend knew he was beaten by 2 yards. So he said, I better make the tackle. And he concentrated on that happily, brought him down. But the Giants had like a mile to go for a first down, and they throw their way out of it.
And here come the Giants, 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 46. Empty set. Blitz. Back is Eli. Throws it over the middle. Pass caught by Tiki Barber. He's inside the Pittsburgh 25. First down to the 20. Tackled there by Chris Hope. Now he retreats. Manning is back. He looks, steps up, fires across the middle. Shockey has it down to the 1-yard line. He's tackled short of the goal line by Larry Foote.
Boy, I'm surprised he didn't get in there because Foote just sort of slid off him as he hit him. But it's at the 1-yard line.
Shockey's 9-yard pass reception. Everything in tight. Manning steps in. Wing back left, motions right. Manning turns. Play action fake. He looks left. Fires it for the end zone. Touchdown, New York Giants. And they've tied the game up. Marcellus Rivers, the motion tight end out of Oklahoma State, gets the touchdown.
Nothing to it because nobody covered Marcellus Rivers. Instead, they just yelled, hey, you may as well do your dance because you're getting a touchdown.
Marcellus Rivers came back. He was in the motion guy. And when he went from the flanker motion across the formation, nobody picked him up. But he was able to bluff like he was blocking and then ran right to the middle of the field. And there was nobody in pass coverage in the middle of that field.
What's wrong with you guys? Cover the man.
Now the Giants can get the lead back with the extra point try by Christie. It's on its way. That kick is good. And the Giants lead 24-23. High formation. Giants show blitz. Hines Ward pinches toward the formation. Play action fake. Back is Ben. Steps up. Fires a pass. Wide open. Here comes Hines. 40, 35. And he's knocked out of bounds near the Giants' 30-yard line by Terry Cousin. And so Hines Ward on the crossing pattern pinched in his motion, then got into the pattern, and a beautiful execution by Ben Roethlisberger to hit him on the numbers.
Oh, boy, Hines took it at the 50, and there wasn't a soul near him.
To Ben's left in the shotgun. Pinching motion by Hines Ward, banana bunch right. Back is Ben with a snap. He pops. He dumps over the middle. The pass is caught. Veron Haynes, first down, inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. He's back. He's going to step up, throw it, and the pass is incomplete at the goal line. Antwaan Randle was the intended receiver, but Will Peterson broke the play up.
I thought Will Peterson had it.
I thought he did too. He got 2 hands on it.
I thought he did. As we were watching the replay.
No, he didn't. He got 1 hand on it. And he did a good job of breaking the play up.
He dropped it, and then it bounced up into his gut when he came up with it.
So the field goal unit is on for Pittsburgh as the Steelers try to leapfrog back into the lead. A 28-yard field goal attempt for Jeff Reed from the left hash mark. This is his 4th attempt of the day. Gardocki holding. High snap, ball down. The kick by Reed is up. That kick is good. And the Steelers go back ahead of the Giants. And this is a shootout at Giant Stadium.
Steelers up 26-24. The two young quarterbacks, Ben Roethlisberger and Eli Manning, battling it out. And, boy, this has been an exciting football game for one that I thought was going to be kind of a dog coming in. And it has been great.
Here's Reed with a kickoff, and he squibs this one. Bounces once, twice. Fielded at the 16-yard line by Ponder. The 20, 25, 30. Breaks loose at the 35. Still on his feet at the 40, 45, and down at the Giants' 47-yard line. So it doesn't matter whether he kicks it up in the air or along the ground. The Giants are returning the football very well this time. Giants are 0 for 1 second half here in third down situations. Steelers with their nickel look. Manning in the shotgun. Steelers show blitz. And here's the snap. Manning back, throws the ball, and it is caught. First down at the Pittsburgh 32. Leaping grab by Amani Toomer, the ninth-year receiver from Michigan. Willie Williams with the tackle. 17-yard gain to the 16. First and 10 Giants. Slot left to the wide side. Slot man motions on a pinch. And here's a play-action fake. Slip screen right with a football at the 10 to 5. And down to the goal line is Ike Hilliard. And he'll have a first and goal at the Pittsburgh 1.
I tell you what, he slipped two tackles there. Aaron Smith missed him, and Chris Hope missed him, and the quarterback Manning had lofted that little screen right over a lineman's hands who was rushing there. I didn't catch who it was, but a nicely executed play, and they are indeed got 1.5 yards to go for a touchdown.
And 8:28 and winding. First and goal just outside the Pittsburgh 1. Power formation. Wing back left, motions right. Manning, stretch play to the right. Barber trying to turn to the goal line and is in for the touchdown for New York. And the Giants leapfrog ahead.
And Alonzo Johnson meets him, but he's meeting them in their goal line, on their goal line. And Tiki just dives up into his arms for the touchdown. Alonzo, you can't stop the touchdown making a tackle inside the end zone.
Now the Giants will go for 2 because they lead by 4, 30-26.
As you're looking at the replay, the handoff to Kiki Barber, he's following Jim Finn, their fullbacks, who gets a nice block on Larry Foote. And then Alonzo also getting pushed back, falls back to the inside, and tackles him, but too late.
Now the Giants go empty set on a 2-point conversion try. Manning under center. Manning takes, looks. Here's a blitz. He's going to be hit and sacked at the 13-yard line on the 2-pointer by Larry Foote coming off the right edge.
I tell you, nobody blocked Larry Foote. Nobody picked him up in that 2-point offense. And Eli sees him coming and retreats. What's happening here?
8 minutes, 10 seconds left. The Steelers trail 30-26, and after the 20-yard kickoff returned by Ike Taylor, they start at their 33-yard line. Ben under center with a one-back look. And that one-back is Jerome Bettis. Now the Steelers break the banana bunch. Cock the eye left. Receivers to both sides. Wing back to the right. Jeremy Tooman motions through and settles left. Back is Ben, throws the out pattern, and it is caught on a leaping grab by Hines Ward. An unbelievable catch for about a 9-yard gain.
I'm telling you, Hines, under that ball, which was drilled pretty good, he made like a 360-degree turn before in the air before getting that ball.
They were running what they call a fade stop, and it's kind of like a go route down the sidelines. And what happens is the quarterback throws it at the back shoulder of a cornerback that was in press, and that's what Allen was doing. He was pressing, and Hines does a great job of coming back for the ball and twisting, as you said, Myron.
Hines motions out of Twins right. 2nd and 1, Ben to throw it. He's back. He looks. He swings it left side. Here comes Jerome Bettis, and he's got a first down as he's run out of bounds up near the 45-yard line by Nick Greisen. Needed 1, got about 3, and the Steelers move the sticks.
You know what Ben's doing a lot better this week than we've seen him all do? He's throwing to his running backs. He's throwing to his check downs. He's throwing underneath. He's looking downfield, wants the primary route first, but he's not taking it, and he's not freezing if he doesn't get it. He's going to a secondary receiver.
The Bus, 4th catch of the year. That one for 3 yards and a 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 45. Steelers trailing by 4. Kreider motions into the backfield. Quick screen out to the right. And Hines Ward stiff arms a man, steps out of a tackle up the sideline. First down, Pittsburgh. He gets across midfield and down to the 44 of the Giants.
And who was on the Giants there? That would have been Will Allen, the cornerback. I mean, Hines just powered his way out of that tackle and stumbled for the extra yardage. And Allen says, rats.
That's once again, great job by Ben having a recognition. He saw Will Allen gave him an 8-yard cushion. Right away, Ben throws the quick out, and I'll tell you what, I'll take that matchup anytime because you know Hines is going to run over any corner.
Emmons had to make the tackle. 11-yard gain, 1st and 10 at the 44. Ben, play action fake. He's back. He airs it out down the field for Randle. He catches it inside the 10 with a leaping grab. The ball slightly underthrown, and he's down at the 9-yard line. He beat Terry Cousin and Will Peterson.
Randle knew that ball was going to be underthrown, so he stopped to get set to jump and make the catch while Terry Cousin runs by him because he either doesn't realize it's underthrown or can't stop. And it was a tough catch anyhow.
Well, today we've seen also a lot of crossing routes where Al starts on his right side, comes all the way across the field. Or actually, he was on the left side and ran that out in between the cover 2, the corner, and the safety.
36-yard grab. 1st and goal at the 8. Kreider grabs right. They run it right with the bus. He's to the 5, down to the 4-yard line for 4 yards behind the Dan Kreider block.
And that right side of the line as well, coming off the ball really like thunder.
2nd down, and we'll call it goal from the 4. Pittsburgh trailing by 4, 5:57 and winding as the Steelers enter the Hines red zone. 2nd and goal at the 4. Offset eye left, receiver out that way. Ben steps in after the survey. Sends Kreider in motion to his right. Gives to the right. The bus down to the 1 and short of the goal line. It'll be 3rd down and goal at that point. Carlos Emmons is the man who got him and kept him out of the end zone.
A hole for the bus, and then he gets through it, and he has to make the rest on his own and almost gets there a half-yard short. Randle now has 150 yards on 5 catches. Wow.
And for 3 catches, that's over 100 yards because they were all in the 30s.
That's worth a double yoy for Randle.
3rd and goal inside the 1. Everything in tight for Pittsburgh. Steelers trying to retake the lead here with 5:04 to go. Ben turns, gives it to the bus, and the bus is in for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Jerome Bettis with his 13th touchdown run of the year, and the Steelers are back on top.
I'm telling you, Jerome, you knew as soon as he got that ball he was going to score because he got the surge from the line that he needed, the hole that he needed. But he put that shoulder down, and he give 2 guys a crack in the end zone anyhow.
Great job from that right side, Kedrick Vincent blocking down, and also the big tackle Oliver Ross and the tight end who was in Max, and they just caved it in, and he fouled Alan Faneca as he pulled around from his left guard spot.
Steelers march it 67 yards in 7 plays. Here's the extra point try by Jeff Reed. It's up and good, and the Steelers have a 3-point lead with 4:57 to go. Here's the run up by Jeff Reed, and he's going to kick it in the air. And the ball will be fielded by Ponder at the 11. Straight ahead to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet at the 35. Hemmed in and down at the 36-yard line. And this time it's Russell Stuvance, the McKeesport kid, making the stop for the Steelers special team.
You know, Kevin Spencer has done a fine job with the Steelers special team for some time now. But a few weeks ago, television caught Tower chewing him out on the sideline. And he took it to that's a boss. But today, Tower might be having a frothing at the mouth or something.
4:51 to go. The Giants trailing by 3, set up shop at their 36. Wing back left, Shockey. Motions right, settles. Play action fake. Manning fakes the screen. Now he rolls right, dumps it off, and the Steelers are there, but Tiki Barber's going to get about 2 positive yards. Chris Hope had him by the ankle. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Great job by the Steelers. As when Eli Manning drops back to pass, he looks like he's going to screen to his left. He pump fakes to the back to the left, so then he screens to the right to Tiki Barber. And great job by Steelers, the whole team, to not be fooled on that.
New York has 2 timeouts remaining. Clock winds to 4:19. The Steelers leading 33-30, the Giants 2nd and 8 from their 38. Pittsburgh shows blitz against an empty set. Here they come. Manning fires a pass. Barber's caught at about the 44-yard line. That's a 6-yard gain. He's tackled by Chris Hope. Sets up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's what it's going to be. Maybe a long 2. Stop them on 3rd down. Will you make them punt for a change? How many punts New York had and the Steelers in this game?
I don't remember Steelers.
3 times the Giants have punted.
But none in the second half.
Yeah, I don't remember one this half.
3rd and a long 2. Steelers go with their nickel coverage. Manning in the shotgun, pointing to his left. Gets a direct snap from O'Hara. He's back. 4-man rush. He looks. He's going to throw it long. Right sideline. And this pass will be intercepted by Willie Williams. And he picks it up and he's going to run 20, 25, 30, 35 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. The Giants, I'm sure, wanted pass interference, and Colonel Coughlin is going crazy on the far sideline. Amani Toomer, the intended receiver, actually was bumped by Willie Williams. They're going to rule it incidental, and the Steelers apparently have salted this thing away if they could get a 1st down.
And Toomer fell down when bumped, and so Willie... He makes a real nice interception and running deep.
Not down by contact.
And then Toomer gets up after Willie intercepts it, and Willie gets up, and Toomer tries to run him down. And I think it was Deshae Townsend comes over and smacks Toomer. So Toomer ends up on his face at the end of the play.
I think what happened, Myron and Tunch, is the fact that Toomer just stopped, and Willie couldn't help but run to the ball and intercept it. That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah,
but, of course,
you're right.
I'm kind of rooting for the black and gold.
You're right. Willie kept following through on the play.
That was a good no call, fellas. That's the way it should be called. Incidental contact, guy goes down. It's not the cornerback's fault. And we saw a red flag come out.
Well, they're going to try to say that Amani Toomer made contact and that Willie, after he dove to the turf after intercepting, was down back inside the 20-yard line. Gerald Austin will explain this challenge by Colonel
Giants
Coughlin.
are challenging the spot of the dead ball that the interceptor was down by contact. The play will be reviewed.
Colonel Coughlin out there giving a couple of hundred words to any official within earshot. And now the Steeler offense is going to have to make a couple of 1st downs, and the Giants have 2 timeouts to try to stop things here because the Steelers' lead is only 3 points. High formation, receivers to both sides. Ben turns. Stretch play left, and the bus grinds up over the 20 to about the 22 for 4 yards. O.C. Umenyiora, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Troy State, makes the stop. Steelers break the eye to the left and have a receiver out to the left. That's the short side. Ben steps in. Kreider crabs right. The give to the right. The bus goes into the pile and gets maybe 2 yards, maybe 3 up to the 25. Bryson made the stop. And the Giants call their final timeout to stop that clock at 3:07. The Steelers facing a big 3rd down and a long 3. The lead is only 3 with 3:07 to go. Ben in the shotgun. Trips right. They motion. Hines Ward left to balance the formation. Here's the pass, and it's caught by Ward, the motion man. He's got a 1st down up at the 30-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Frank Walker, but the Steelers move the sticks.
Well, it was a little chancy to throw there, but it was a safe pass. You know, throwing that quick pass to the sideline. You can get it picked there, too. But as it happens, nice going Hines Ward and Big Ben.
Hines Ward with a half of 1,000. He's got 500 career receptions.
Holy moly. 500, and his career is young. What year is he in? Let's see. Hamstring, so it's pretty much been the bus with some nice plays by Veron Haynes.
Steelers now with 1:27 left. Face a 3rd and 3 from their 37. They lead 33-30 late, and the Giants are out of timeouts. Kreider crabs left. The give to the left, and the bus is going to run left for the 1st down. And you can light the cigar, Mr. Arbach, because this one is in the hopper.
Oh, you betcha the bus comes wheeling around that left side and the linebackers there, they don't even come up to meet him.
I'm telling you that you lose that start in your britches, man,
Yeah.
because you take a lot of shots by the bus.
Yeah.
And especially you look at someone like Brent Alexander, he just comes in and tries to nip at your ankles.
He's not all that big a man, even though he's played strong safety.
He not only imposes his will on you, he takes away your will to play. That's the
right.
best way I can describe Jerome Bettis. Kneel down. And the Steelers, for like the 6th or 7th time, are going to kneel the football down at the end of a game. The Giants put up a valiant fight, and they did not play like a team that had lost 6 in a row. And Eli Manning did not play like a scared rookie. He played tough, and the Steelers had to do what it takes to win a football game, but they extend the win streak now to 12, and that breaks a club record. Final score, the Steelers 33, the Giants 30. We'd like to thank our on-air colleagues Myron, Tunch, Ilkin, and Craig Wolfley, our spotter Don Miller, our producer Nick Del Greco, our engineer Greg Rush, and our statistician Bob Roderick. We appreciate all the help from those folks. A reminder, our next broadcast next Sunday, the day after Christmas, the Steelers host the Baltimore Ravens. Steelers Radio Network coverage starts at 11 a.m. Final score, Pittsburgh 33, the Giants 30. Stay tuned for Ellis Cannon on Steelers Wrap-Up. You're listening to the Pittsburgh Steelers Football Network.